Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So this is one of those, two-cycle generators. I picked it up at the car show for $5. I figured, for $5, if I need a recoil for my other one, it'll work for that. Plus, I got all this extra, hardware and metric sizes. I couldn't pass it up for $5. As I, picked it up and I was walking away with it, I said, by the way, does it work? And the guy said, yeah, it works. And I'm like, really? So, anyway, let's see if it works. My experience with these things, they start or they don't, right? But we're going to give it a little of the old-fashioned go juice there. And see what happens. Is Lucky Harvey? Is Harvey lucky or not? And just in case, look what we got sitting right here. Fire extinguisher. Sometimes things go bad, so let's not, $5 generators are nice. Not if they burn down $20,000 garages, eh? So let's set the camera up here. Set you up so that we can all kind of see what's happening. So first thing, turn the gas on. Actually, check the gas. There's gas. Smells pretty good. Not much rust in the gas tank. That's positive. Choke on. Switch on. So, it's not going to start easy. Try a little starting fluid. See that? It says 162.5 volts. See the frequency? 75, 76. Frequency now, it's a lot better. Voltage is a lot better. 330 watts, 62 hertz, 129 volts. Basically uncontrolled. So I just turned the gas off. Just turn the gas off. I'm going to let it run out. When I turned the gas on for the first time to start it. I kind of turned it on and walked away, and it started to leak. So it doesn't appear to be leaking now. So I guess if you turn it on and it's running, it doesn't leak. So there we are. You know, if one goes out and buys one of these things, one of these $100 generators, sometimes you could get them on sale as low as $79.95. You know, they always seem to be on sale for $89.95. You know what they're good for is, you know, lights or a toaster, running a grinder or a circular saw. You know, a lot of the construction thing. And by the way, when I say lights, I don't mean LED. I mean incandescent lights. I don't even know, you know, with that voltage all over the place, I don't even know if I'd run CF compact fluorescent lights, CFLs on them. But if it's, you know, you can power up a couple of 100-watt light bulbs, or even if it's winter and you're really freezing, you know, if you get a heater and you put it on low, typically they're 550 to 650 watts, which that thing could do, and that could be the difference. You know, you make yourself a little blanket tent with the heater underneath, not the generator underneath, with the heater underneath, and it'll keep you warm. These things go a long way on a gallon of gas with the oil mix. I mean, hours and hours and hours. So, once again, if you're in a tough situation, you get the thing fired up, give it a little hoot of starting fluid, get the thing fired up, and, you know, put it someplace so the snow isn't getting on it, and run a little extension cord, let's say, into your car with an electric heater, 650-watt electric heater, you know. It's a couple of thousand BTUs worth of heat, so it's better than nothing, and you know, you can kind of be warm. So there we are. I don't know. I think it was worth the $5 just for the amusement I got out of it. Now, but many of you might say, "What do you need another one for?" You're right. I don't. Who knows? Maybe my son will say, "I'm going camping," and I'll hand it to him and tell him try not to hurt yourself with it. When I see loose panels like this, I really didn't look behind it much, but I always get a little nervous plugging and unplugging things to that, because I always feel like, you know, this could short into something from the back, or by moving it, you can knock wires off. Then you got arc welding going on, maybe right up against the gas tank or against the gas tank, and that's never a good idea. So I do have to kind of take a look at it here and get this sorted, get that attached a little better. The personality, the electrical personality of this thing, I actually bought the Harbor Freight one and ran a bunch of measurements against it. This thing is not different than that. The Harbor Freight one, the frequency is all over the place until you load it down a little bit. So if you do have one of these and you actually say you want to put some electronics on it, I would probably put, I don't know, a few regular light bulbs, you know, filament light bulbs, Edison style light bulbs. I probably want to put about 300 watts worth of light bulbs on it, 400 watts worth of light bulbs. Then you know, that leaves you another, I don't know, you can theoretically run 950 on this thing. I personally probably want to go much over 750. I don't even think I'd do 800 with it, not if I wanted it to last for a while. So if you got 300 watts worth of light bulbs on it, let's say you got another 500 watts worth of electronics, I mean, that's quite a bit when you're looking at electronics. But once again, for me, I don't like the fact that the frequency isn't right at 60 hertz, and I don't like it that the voltage, you know, 130 volts, your electronics could take that. I'm sure the spikes coming in on the grid as you have trees falling on it and power plants coming on and offline, the spikes are probably worse than that. But, you know, I probably wouldn't want my electronics going up to over 135 volts, and you really don't want your electronics below 110 volts. They can start getting into trouble. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting and subscribing. Didn't need the fire extinguisher, that's always a good thing. Remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.